I'm the victim here. I'm the victim. I'm the victim. I'm the victim here.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
On October 17, 2024, Officer David Todd and John Berry were dispatched to the address of 113 Clinton on a welfare check to speak with a Todd Holbrook. It is reported that Downriver Central Dispatch received a 911 call from Holbrook stating that people were on his phone and he was not making sense in his statements. Officers arrived and then spoke with Mr. Holbrook, and it took a while to get him to come and talk to him. He appeared agitated, uncooperative. They asked him to come down and speak to him. He eventually complied. While speaking with Holbrook, he said that people had taken over control of his phone and that people installed programs in it. Holbrook then accused the Wyandotte Police Department of a conspiracy to corrupt his phone and him. Officers eventually continued to speak with Mr. Holbrook. We're concerned. More conversation led that Holbrook moved from Monroe County, and prior to that, the power company in Monroe was out to get him, and they gave Wyandotte Municipal the information to corrupt him in Wyandotte. Officers continued to speak with Mr. Holbrook and asked him if he needed any medical attention or wanted to speak with anyone, and he declined. At that, he requested that they leave. It was at that point the officers left. As they left, they spoke with a concerned neighbor that was also Mr. Holbrook and the status of him. At that time, the officers then received a call from Downriver Central Dispatch from Holbrook's direct neighbor, the complainant Jeffrey Broom. The 911 caller stated that Holbrook attempted to hit him with a baseball bat. It was at that point the officers then went back to speak with Mr. Holbrook, to speak with Mr. Broom. Mr. Broom stated that Holbrook advanced at him out of his apartment with a bat raised over his head, threatening to bash his brains in while he was standing on the landing. Broom then retreated back into his apartment. The officers then made contact again with Mr. Holbrook, eventually took him into custody, located the bat that matched the description of the bat that was described by Mr. Broom as being used against him. Mr. Holbrook has multiple felony convictions to offender fourth offense notice in this matter.
I don't.
All right.
That's it.
All right. Thank you very much. Upon examination of the complaining witness, they find the offense charge was committed. There's probable cause to believe the defendant committed that offense. And counsel, your appearance, please, for the record.
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. Christopher Shemke appearing on behalf of my client. This time we consent to the matter being heard via Zoom. Apologies, Judge. My Zoom app is doing an update, and while I can hear and see just fine, I'm waiting for the camera to be responsive, but we did.
Okay.
All right. And counsel, as to the arraignment.
We waive formal reading, and my client stands mute.
All right. There's also the court will waive the formal reading, enter a plea of not guilty for purposes of the arraignment. And sir, you do have the right to have an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the court will appoint one to represent you. And in fact, you've had an opportunity to speak to an attorney today, correct?
It's hard to hear, ma'am.
Mr. Holbrook, you had an opportunity to speak to an attorney today, correct?
Yeah, I guess. I mean.
Okay. All right. And
I'm the victim here. I'm the victim.
sir, hold on. Anything you say may orally or in writing may be used against you in court. And I will sign the petition for court-appointed attorney for felony matters once that is done. Once that's done.
I got $100,000 in hospital bills that they have done to me. I'm the victim.
Counsel, as to bond.
Your Honor, as to bond, I did speak with my client. He absolutely maintains his innocence. I've encouraged him to remain silent, as this is an arraignment, and discussing that he's the victim or the case would not be relevant or assisting at this time, but he is maintaining his innocence. He's been on disability for the last 10 years due to some injuries that he's had, but he's not on probation or parole, and although he does have a criminal history, he doesn't have a recent criminal history. He indicates he will appear at any and all future court dates, maintains that he has a history of failing to appear, and will follow any rules and provisions provisions and maintain his innocence and come to court timely to try to find a solution to this matter. So in that regards, I know that financially he does have constraints, so we would respectfully request leniency when determining appropriate bond and potentially consideration for a personal bond. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. All right, and so detective has two bond.
Right there.
A lengthy criminal history. The problem is that the complainant and the defendant live within, it's like a duplex.
You know what's going on.
So I have an issue with contact between both of them. So I'm requesting that
You got nowhere else to go?
zero contact, no assaultive contact, no threatening behavior, and a $500 bond to assure his presence in court.
All right, and sir, you're not working?
No, I've been on disability for like 12 years.
All right,
I couldn't talk to anybody if I wanted to. I'm disabled. I'm the victim here.
all right. Well, the court does note that Mr. Holbrook, as recently as 2022, did have a felony assault with a dangerous weapon, looks like dismissed to an aggravated assault.
It was just over the same thing. I was on in Monroe on this probation thing over the same exact thing that I'm here for.
Sir, please do not interrupt the court.
Okay.
So the court does note that there's a history of felony assaultive behavior by Mr. Holbrook, even dating back into the 1990s. And the court does have some concern for the safety of the public, the safety of the complaining witness in this matter. And given that they reside in close proximity with each other, the court also has some concerns with that. Based upon that, the court's going to order a $7,500 10% bond with the following bond conditions. You're not to have any contact with Mr. Broom. That's phone contact, text message, email, social media, third party, anything of the like. You're not to enter the premises at 113 Clinton. You'd have to find somewhere else to stay, sir. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed. You're not to possess or have access to any firearms and or any weapons. You also, sir, do you have any firearms at the home?
No, I know what that house was that you guys sent me to.
And sir, you also are to have a GPS teller.
What's that?
You also already have a GPS teller. All right, we'll see you back on the 24th. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The Emperor is not as forgiving as I am.
State of Texas versus Ricardo Humberto Gutierrez. And are you Mr. Gutierrez?
Yes. Yeah.
Did you understand you're charged with theft under $2,500 enhanced as a state jail felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at a $500 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea? The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Are you employed?
Yes, Your Honor.
What do you do?
Forklift operator.
Okay. Do you have any children?
I have two boys and I have two boys with my wife and one boy with my ex.
What are their ages?
23, 15, and 24.
All right. So you're here on a theft enhanced. Why do you continue to steal?
I don't have an excuse that I stole, ma'am. I just know that I wouldn't do it again, and I hadn't done it in over 10 years or so.
Well, you say you wouldn't do it again, but we're on here on a theft enhanced because you've stolen before. Otherwise, you'd be in misdemeanor court. So we're back to why you're stealing.
Immatureness.
Huh?
Immature.
How old are you?
44.
All right.
Step up so you can speak up.
44? When are you no longer immature? Because you're 44 and this happened in 2024. So that means at a minimum, You were 42 years old when you committed this offense. So what do you mean you're immature?
Well, the long answer would be that my family moved out. They were living with me and my wife, and when they moved out, it was a hardship on us because they were helping with all the bills. But my dad has a family violence on me, so that's why they moved out.
So your father has a family violence case
On
where you're the.
no, he assaulted me.
All right. So this is what I don't understand. The items that you're stealing, it's not food. Not that that's. All right. So everyone, no talking behind the court reporter. If you need to speak to your client, just ask the deputy to move them to the other end. We're on the record. All right. So what did you steal?
It was a set of binoculars, probably, and
All right. So you're stealing binoculars. Why?
and
I mean, it's not a rear window thing.
I bought. I was purchasing food, and I had got the binoculars just as a at the for the moment, like I just
No, it says here that you took night vision optics. So some night vision. Is that the binoculars?
similar to binoculars. Yes,
All right. So again, why would you take that? That's not food. That's not anything.
I just want to see if I could make a buck, really, to see if I could make money off.
The LED light, that's not food. Why are you taking that?
I have no excuse, John.
And what is DMC BSK? What's that?
I don't remember, but
And then what is B tanned? Is that for tan? Is that a tanning product?
I'm not sure. It was maybe moisturizing lotion.
I'm sorry, what?
Moisturizer, maybe.
For $9.97?
I'm not sure. It could be tan oil. I'm not sure.
All right, why do you need tanning oil?
If that's what it was, I don't know if that's what it was. I'm not sure on that item. The exact items, I'm not sure, because I was purchasing like food and stuff too for the holidays also.
Yeah, it was a tanning product. I just
Was?
see, yes. So you're stealing and you don't even know what you're stealing. And then you're taking night vision binoculars.
It's something I wouldn't do again. It was dumb. That's why I say I'm not trying to make excuses for what I did. I just know my freedom's worth more than those items.
All right, you act as though it's not though, because previously you stole, and the other time you stole, it's Blu-ray DVD movies, a power pack, a Steph ball paint gun, Kenwood car stereo, a cell phone. I mean, you're just running around stealing, and I don't understand why. And the reason why I'm asking you these questions, the state has agreed for you to be on deferred adjudication, but I don't know if you can be helped or not, because it appears that your job is stealing.
Mm.
Well, no, I mean, it is.
Well, I have a job. I don't steal regularly, but I know it seems that way because over the years that's happened. But I think the scare I'm scared to go to jail. I'm scared to have my freedom taken away. I'm scared to abandon or like just leave my kids without their dad and not have them get picked up from school.
When you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Being for everything.
Here you go. You're going to get drug tested today. So what are the results going to be?
Clean for everything. I don't smoke marijuana. I don't drink alcohol.
All right. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Court is going to sentence you to 2 years deferred adjudication. There's to be no contact with Walmart. That's every Walmart. So you're going to have to go somewhere else. Give somebody else business. There's a $500 fine. That will be probated. Ms. Abrams, if we can do the CATS theft course, do they have a CATS 1 and 2 for theft? All right, it's going to be CATS 1 and 2. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
Just the guidance that probation offers.
All right, probation will give you guidance, but you're going to have to not steal. You understand? All right, we can go off the record.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and you're too old to be saying that you're immature. You understand?
Yes.
So no more stealing. If you steal or if you commit another offense and a motion to revoke is filed, you're looking at up to 2 years in the state jail facility. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you all so very much for watching to the end. Please subscribe and drop a like if indeed you did enjoy. I hope so. Until the next time, I'm off to feed those cats. And if you want to see another cool episode of mine without all the mandatory stuff, then click on the episode on screen now.